Will council please come to order? And will the clerk please call the roll?
Anderson,
Present.
Oliver,
Here.
Ford,
Here.
Hagersmith,
Here?
Mattingly,
Here.
Sutphen,
Here.
Watson.
Present.
We will begin today with the consent agenda, and the first item is town council minutes. We will approve of them for May 21, June 4, June 11. We have Resolution 6D24, transferring $110,000 between the Water Sewer Fund capital projects. We have a Resolution 6E24, appointing Steve Ross to the New River Valley Home Consortium Board. We have a Resolution 6F24, approving the town's participation in the proposed settlement of opioid-related claims against Kroger and its related corporate entities, and directing the town attorney and town manager to execute the documents necessary to effectuate the town's participation in the settlement. And lastly, on the consent agenda, we have Resolution 6G24, referring a proposed zoning ordinance text amendment to the Planning Commission that would establish a new optional downtown northwest zoning district. What is council's pleasure?
I move approval of the consent agenda.
Second.
We have approval, we have a motion and a second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Oliver,
Aye.
Ford,
Aye.
Hagersmith,
Aye.
Mattingly,
Aye.
Sutphen,
Aye.
Watson,
Aye.
Anderson.
Aye.
We have no public hearings scheduled for this evening, but we do have citizen comments as ever. And I would like to invite anyone who'd like to speak on a topic of their choice to come forward. You speak at the podium, state your name and address, and direct comments only to town council. Would anybody like to speak under citizen comments?
Beth Barber, like somebody that cuts hair, B-A-R-B-E-R. Okay, I've never been in here before, so I don't know exactly,
Take your time
I don't know
and,
exactly how this works.
yeah, you be at your ease. We're an easy crowd.
All right, that works.
And if you'll give us your address, and also there's a little stoplight there, and so when you begin your comments, the manager will hit the green light, and you have until the red light is off.
All right. And what did you say, you wanted my address?
Yes, please.
110 Midkiff Lane, Unit C. I'm in Radford, Virginia, 24141.
Thank you.
Okay, and I have a copy of, this is my copy, I also have a copy in case you all want it. What this is, it's a petition that I have quite a few names and signatures. I don't know how many of you all come up, like 114, like leaving from Radford, Pulaski, coming this way, and you hit that, like that light by the Arsenal, and you kind of come around, and I know a lot of people here have probably been here for umpteen years, but not everybody has, and even if you have been and you're like that safe driver coming around, and all of a sudden there's that red light, that can be a little scary. Like, even if you're not the crazy driver, if you're the safe one sitting at that light, and all of a sudden people are coming up behind you, and they can't go around you because that lane's gonna end. So this is a petition to try to get a warning light that says, slow down, red light ahead, which they have one, if you keep going just a little bit further, at the corner of Price's Fork and Pepper's Ferry, like there's, at that intersection, and we can all very clearly see that red light, but before that red light, there's a little warning light. So, but we can see that one. I don't see why we can't have a warning light before the red light that we cannot see, that's around the corner. And that's what this is for. Like, I went around and got a bunch of signatures personally myself, and then I'd also gone on Facebook. So this is just a printout,
Okay.
if you all wanted to see any of that.
We will want to see it, and our clerk can take it and record it and take care of it. Have you also presented in front of the Montgomery County Board of Supervisors?
No.
Okay,
I saw, like, my goal was to come here to, see, I didn't know about that.
that's okay.
Come here, and then to go to Christiansburg,
Yeah.
and then on one of the things on Facebook, somebody gave me a gentleman's name for VDOT in Salem,
Right.
and they sent me to somebody else with VDOT that I didn't realize this guy is over Montgomery County, Pulaski, Radford, Giles, and Floyd.
Yeah, there's a
like a bunch.
regional district.
There's a bunch of counties there
Yeah.
together. But
Well, we don't want to make it more complicated than it needs to be. The vice mayor and I are going to meet with the officials from all those places tomorrow morning.
Oh.
So I can take those petitions, but it's not a substitute for you to make your case with these other entities too. If you want to appear in front of the Board of Supervisors, that would also be a possibility. Okay, they meet in the Government Center in Christiansburg
On Mondays.
on Monday nights.
okay, like every Monday.
What I can promise to do is we will take this petition and we will get it into the hands of the supervisors tomorrow morning.
Okay, now that's a copy, like I have the original, like with
Good, yeah,
the
that's
actual
better.
signatures and stuff I have.
Yeah, better. Okay. Thank you for making
all.
us aware of that.
Okay, thank you.
Would anybody else like to speak during citizen comment?
James Hardell, 233 Price Street. I'm not sure if this is the right time to comment on this. I'm concerned about the development over in the old high school. And my concern is the access road going out to Grove Avenue. The developer seems to want to extend Hemlock Street into that and use that street. There's quite an offset. Actually, there's a sidewalk in a previous road and it's probably about 20 feet offset from Price's Fork, or from Hemlock. And it seems to me the developer could use that sidewalk because it connects to Grove that brought the students in the high school. The road there was access to the parking lot, it's adjacent. Now, since that road would come out, you could put a stop sign there and tell them that they have to have a stop sign, have them turn left, not allow them to turn right onto Hemlock. That keeps Hemlock exactly the way it is, without having to cut any street access off. And I've talked with the Planning Commission, and I don't know if that's still something they're considering, but I think it seems logical if you go and look at that area, that would make sense to have that the way that it works. Simply would keep everything flowing out the way it should on Grove. It also would allow that street to give access to parking for the softball field that's further in. And that has an advantage for those people to keep them off of Grove Avenue. Later on, there'll be a problem probably with parking on Grove Avenue if the traffic is too heavy, because the kids get out of their vehicles without looking. And we have to, those of us that drive it now, have to be very careful, because we don't want to lose any youngsters. But I know that was on the agenda tonight, but
Okay, you're welcome to speak on the topics that.
whoever's going to be on the Planning Commission will check with me on that. Thank you.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but Jerry Ford is the town council liaison to the planning commission, and has that recently come up?
Yeah, he, I believe he was at our public hearing at the beginning of the month, and he spoke his comments about the traffic flow. But the planning commission did go through the public hearing process and recommended approval. So it's coming to us next.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to speak under citizen comments? Okay, seeing no one. we will move on to appointments. This is the time of year that we make appointments to the boards and committees that are important to the work that the town gets done. We couldn't do without our citizen volunteers. And so we have several, and I will name them out. We have a reappointment and an appointment to the Blacksburg Planning Commission, and the reappointment is Susanna Reinhardt, and the appointment is Blaine Kissy. We have 3 new members of our Housing and Community Development Advisory Board, and they are Joel Goodhart and Brendan Ahrens and Nikki Hirschler. We have a reappointment to our Board of Building Code Appeals, and that is Patrick Hogan. We have reappointment to the Board of Zoning Appeals, and that is Greg Moneyhun. We have 3 new members for the Corridor Committee, Ellen Rabin, Molly Larson, and A.J. Prusson. We have a new member of the Historic or Design Review Board, and that is Mackenzie Klotka. Also new is Gretchen Dissler. We have Ann McClung for Public Arts, and Jess Jones, who is a reappointment. Our town council members Lauren Colliver and Susan Mattingly will be reappointed to the New River Valley Agency on Aging. Sharon Scott reappointed to the Montgomery Solid Waste Authority. John Boyer as a staff liaison to the Montgomery Solid Waste Authority. Steve Ross, our deputy town manager, one of them, to the VT Airport Authority. Captain Jessica Moy for the New River Valley Alcohol Safety Awareness Committee, and Rachel Knapp for the Cemetery Trustee Advisory Board. What is council's pleasure on the appointments that we have to make this evening?
I move approval of the 2024 board and committee appointments.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Ford.
Aye.
Hager-Smith.
Aye.
Mattingly.
Aye.
Sutphen.
Aye.
Watson.
Aye.
Anderson.
Aye.
Aye.
Unfinished business. Does anybody have unfinished business this evening? And new business? Council announcements.
I have something.
Okay, great.
I want to remind everybody that beginning tomorrow at noon is the Community Foundation of the NRV's National Annual Giving Day. And this is a time you can support the plethora of not-for-profits who serve our community so well. And you have lots of choices of where to share your money. So do so.
I want to remind everybody, we still have the Friday night outdoor concerts going on Henderson Lawn. This Friday is Music Road Company, so that's June 28th. They're a funk, rock, reggae, Afrobeat, Latin fusion band, and that is 6 to 7:30 out on Henderson Lawn. Classic movies are still going on this summer at the Lyric. These are free movies. They begin at 3 p.m. So again, classic movies at the Lyric at 3. And the next one is Some Like It Hot, and that's June 29th, Some Like It Hot. And so do come downtown for summer.
Thank you.
And the July 4th celebration.
Oh, yeah. Yes, July 4th. We're going to be celebrating July 4th.
There's a parade, there's a whole
Fireworks,
festival,
yes.
there's
The
fireworks.
parade's at 2, I think, usually, isn't it?
It's,
Pretty sure
I
it's at
think
2.
that's right. I think lineup's at 1:30. I think it's
Yeah.
at 2.
Yeah.
And it's from the new police station area to Alumni Mall, I believe. So not too far to walk if you're thinking about entering a float.
Very good. And if there are no other announcements, we are adjourned.